Hiya, hiya. Well, our sponsor today is Coke Below Zero in honor of all of you guys up north and the Midwest. I guess we got spared the bullet in Florida and also in Palm Springs and San Diego. But we'll get something else. Believe me, there'll be a plague of locusts at the window any minute now. But this zero weather, wow, it's good for Coke and bad for everybody else. I was watching Governor Christie. He was on The View this morning explaining why he backed Trump and how he turned down all the jobs in the administration in Washington. You know, I don't usually like the political talk, but I wanted him to know he was saying he's not a Republican or a Democrat. Let him know that America runs on Duncan. So that should be the ticket. Remember that? That's the ticket. The kids, I was watching the grandchildren, and they want to watch a movie, so they wanted to see Frozen. I said, this is not the right day for that, I don't think. Maybe Disney on Ice. Did I tell you the story that I went to see Disney on Ice, but it was Walt who was frozen? What is it, cryogenics or chirogenics? That's it. Crying was only done by his brother. Everybody else in the company was happy. But, you know, they froze him, and they're going to thaw him out as soon as, well, I guess they don't want to thaw him out too quickly. They're doing very well. Because he's going to come back and kick butt when he comes back, and he's unfrozen. There we go with that word again. But this is a time in history when we have to behave ourselves and realize that everybody's different, and everyone has a different idea, a different plan, and nobody knows what the hell they're doing. So that's the way it is, me included. What am I doing here? I'm sitting here doing this. This is my profession right now. I'm talking to a tape. That's it. I'm not even live anymore. I'm dead. I'm dead on tape. But this is going to be all over the world. It's viral, you know. Social networking is going to do a lot for us, I think. I'm going to start a new show in February on the air, over the air, under the air, somewhere. And it'll be on all of the local smart TV channels, and on radio as well, on iHeartless, or on the what is it? How do you say that? Cumulus. How did these guys ever get away with all this stealing they've done? They bankrupted the record industry practically at the time, or at least shut them out, and ruined a lot of the games. And then they worked on radio, and now radio's down to a few people owning everything and dictating whatever they want to say, whatever they want the message to be. And the rest of us are just sitting here playing with ourselves, which is not a bad idea. You know, I poured a beer on my hand and got my date drunk last night. Is there a dog barking, or is that a duck? I think I don't hear real well anymore after hearing all that I wanted to hear. I've heard all that I want to hear. That's the trouble. That's when you quit being a disc jockey. You know, when you and when you quit television, it's because you can't get out of it. There's no way to get away from it. You have nowhere else to go. You gotta come back. Even all these guys are coming back. Jon Stewart's back for an appearance. You see, Larry David can't quit. It's a habit. You know, this is an addiction. The only one that's not coming back is Johnny Carson, but there's a good reason he's gone for good. But you know, when we have these people who want to return because they have, like Oprah's back, you know, and David Letterman, they're all back, and nobody's really left. They just went to something else, you know, which is fine. That's something else that I'm going to go to. It has not been announced yet, but I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing right here and do it on smart TV and on the phone. You know, the phone, radio, records have all become part of the phone along with television. We are now amalgamated. And as soon as the unions figure out how they're going to organize us, we're all going to be broke again. We'll be outside again. That's the world that we live in today. Oh boy, there's nothing going on except the revival of Gone with the Wind, which is 80 years old now, and they're going to show it in the theaters again, try to get a spin out of that. They're bringing the Black Panther back again because it's been nominated for an Academy Award, so they're going to milk that one now, milking the Black Panther. What I saw today was very unusual. There was a sinkhole in Florida, you know. That's why we celebrate Cinco de Mayo. It's Cinco de Hole. The houses fall into a hole, or your car or something, because it's built on sand. You know, Florida does not have basements because we do not have concrete. This is not New York. And things go into this sinkhole. So today, after the rains the other day, they found the sinkhole and they went inside and they saw tools because right across the street, they built a tunnel. Someone did, or they, or he, or she built a tunnel in the sinkhole, or it looked like a sinkhole, all the way to the bank across the street. And they tunneled up to the bank and left their tools there, thinking they probably would finish the job later today. But meanwhile, the Con Ed people came, and they've been conning everybody anyway, not only Ed. So they come in, Consolidated Edison, you know, and they're working on the sinkhole, and they see this tools, all the tools to break into a bank. And a tunnel. Usually people do this to get out of prison. These guys were going to go in and take the money if they could get through the vault. But you know, we have a no vault insurance policy. I'm just joking. Anyway, that's it. It's a Reynolds wrap.